Hi, welcome to the Scantex tutorial for creating a grid page for your mug images or your student images. We're going to use InDesign Creative Cloud 2015 to do this, but this will work from any version of InDesign 5.5 and above, and actually I think it will even work for 5. What we're going to start off with is to build or create our page. So we're going to create a new document, and we're going to create a two-page document. And we're going to start it at page number 2, and this will ensure that we get both a left-hand page and a right-hand page at the same time. And we'll leave it as facing pages. That will again help us to build a spread that we can take a look at. The important part is to go down to where our margins are and leave a good at least a 1/4 inch, and I would always recommend 3/8 to 1/2 inch margin around your page so that the images aren't close to the trim. So in this case we have 1/2 inch. I'm going to change it to 3/8 of an inch, and I can do that by typing in 0.375 inches, and I hit tab and everything changes. Or again, I can change it to a little over 9 millimeters, and that will get me almost the same thing. Once I have that, I say OK, and I now have a double page spread, and I'll just fit the spread in the window. There we go. And we can take a look at that, and now we can actually throw our image in and our text as an example. So we place an image, and we have a sample image that we can put up. We say OK, and this is at 100%, and we zoom up on this, and with a text box, and we're going to go through and put in a sample last name and sample first name. So first name sample, shift return, last name sample. And this will give me an idea if the text is actually will fit in our, like the name of the student will actually fit underneath. So we actually pull this back a bit, and it looks like we have to actually just make it a little bit smaller. So we select all our text, we go up here, and we're going to change our text size down to 11 point. That actually looks great. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe I'll adjust the leading slightly and make it a little tighter. Once I have that, I'll just close this up a bit. I now have a good idea of how one image, one text box will look, and I can now actually build my grid. InDesign has a great feature to do this. We select both of them, we go under Object, and we group. Once we've done that, we have our selection tool. Again, we have a selection tool, and we hold down the Option key, and we drag it all the way to the bottom right hand of our grid. And you see how it touches up against the margin. We can let go of the Option key now, and now we're going to actually use the up arrow and the right arrow to build our grid automatically. So let's start with the right arrow. We put one, and we put one dead center. That will now spread them out. And you can see we have a nice and tight fit, close fit there, so that works really good. But we also want to make full rows and columns. So now we use the arrow up key, and we go one. And the first time we do it, you can see we have now 2 distinct rows, and we can actually add in. So we go one more to make it really tight. We're close, and we have a sample mug page. Now, the nice thing is we can actually go through and say, you know what, we want to customize this slightly. So I'm going to take rid of that, and put in 2 quick picture boxes. So that way I can put in a nice image from our yearbook staff. We have those, and we're 3/4 of the way there. We just put a zoom back, and we select the whole thing, and again we can hold the Option key, and you see how we get the hollow arrow. We click and we drag, and we now have one on both the left hand and right hand page. And what we can do then is just actually reverse this by selecting those and those students, moving them over to make them flush right, putting our picture box back, and the same thing over here. We're going to do that, and that, and that. So we now have a double page spread of our our mug pages, and we can do whatever we want with these. Now, if we supply this to Scantex, what Scantex can do is actually use that and flow all the images directly into your page and supply it back to you. In the case where you really want to build your own, just remember that we can actually take this Life Touch CD or your yearbook supplier's CD and rename all the files so that they're actually named by student name and organized by the student grade. And then that way we'll even supply you a PDF so that you can actually go through and double check to see which ones you want to use. And you can build your own mug page based on your own grid. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial.